Hey everyone, today I'll be comparing two new consoles, the Xbox Series X and the PS5, and showing which one you should get. Now before I get into the video, I saw that only a third of you all are subscribed, so it would really help if you would subscribe. Now let's get to the comparison. The CPU is an important part of a computer. In fact, if you didn't have it, the computer wouldn't be able to perform tasks. Most of you probably know that by now. Anyways, the PS5 has 8 cores in its CPU, which is better than the Xbox Series X, which only has 2. Although it may have more cores, the Xbox Series X still beats it. Why? Well, the CPU for the Xbox Series X runs at around 3.7 GHz, which is better than PS5's 3.5 GHz. If you don't know what gigahertz is, it's basically a unit that shows the frequency of something. In this case, we're using this unit for the CPU's calculation speed. So, 3.7 GHz is equivalent to 3.7 billion calculations per second. That's a lot. In fact, if you were to try and get enough Windows 10 computers to surpass the Xbox Series X, it would take on average 4 whole computers until you surpassed its speed. 1 point to Xbox Series X. The Xbox Series X and the PS5 both tie at 16 GB of RAM, which is the same amount as my computer. 1 point to both consoles. The bandwidth of the PS5 can get up to around 448 GB per second. That's a lot. But then again, the Xbox Series X puts the PS5 under the shadow with 560 GB per second. Another point for the Xbox Series X. The amount of storage in the PS5 is usually 825 GB of space. That's pretty good, but it can fill up fast once you start installing more games on there. The amount of storage available in the Xbox Series X is 1 TB of space. That's a lot of space, although I do have double the space on my computer. Anyways, 1 point to Xbox Series X again. Both the Xbox Series X and the PS5 tie at 8K resolution maximum, which is amazing for realistic gameplay. 1 point to both consoles. Again, both consoles tie at 120 frames per second, which is also pretty good. In comparison, the human eye can only see around 30 to 60 frames per second. 1 point to both consoles again. Playing old games on your new console can give you a bit of nostalgia, but unfortunately the PS5 can only play PS5 and PS4 games. What a shame. But if you're an Xbox user, you're in luck, because the Xbox Series X supports all games going all the way down to the original DirectXbox, the first Xbox console released. 1 point to the Xbox Series X. The look doesn't really matter, and thoughts about the look are usually biased, so I'm not going to count points for this one. The Xbox Series X is okay. It's different from all the other Xbox consoles, but it's just a little boring. It's a dull black box, but look isn't stopping the Xbox from being a great console. On the other hand, the PS5 is a lot more stylish. It's an entirely different color, but it's white. Why not white? Well, white is the worst color to keep clean. It can start looking dirty fast. And is it just me, or is this PS5 looking kind of like a Minecraft villager? The moment most of you have been waiting for. The cost. Drumroll please. They both tie at $500. 1 point to both consoles. The PS5 may look cool and all, but the Xbox Series X is much better in performance. So if you're thinking about getting one of these consoles, I recommend choosing the Xbox Series X. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!